This is CalmCast Mitch, and welcome to ASMR Review. And today we're talking about Behind the Moons. This is a creator I've been watching for in the more recent times. She has about 80,000 subscribers at the time of this recording, and 180 videos. I pop in and out to this channel every so often, and I am never unhappy here. Behind the Moons is a wonderful channel that I think the biggest thing I can say is leaves me nostalgic. She brings me back to a time when it was about 11 or 12 years ago when I started looking up ASMR before it was ASMR, where I was just looking up, people whispering on YouTube or something. Because most of the time it's just her kind of in a white walled room or a very minimalist setup. And it just reminds me of those minimal recordings where nobody ever really, she shows her face in all of her videos, but it reminds me of a time where nobody did. Just her style. It reminds me of old, Aurora Whispers kind of era, early Aurora Whispers era, where for any of you who do or do not know either of them, check out both of them. I don't know if Aurora still does videos. I'm going to look that up immediately after this, and I'm writing that down. I wanted to review Behind the Moons because some of my favorites are her video game Let's Plays, where she doesn't play too much of the games, although two of the games I can think of are demos, I believe. But she just kind of shows you around. A couple of the games were Stardew Valley, and she only has 4 of these videos. 2 of them are Stardew Valley, another one is Unpacking, and the other is Potion Craft. And I believe the Potion Craft and Unpacking are demos, if I remember correctly. I know the Potion Craft one is. The Stardew Valley ones are very nice, just kind of updates and seeing where she's at and what her farm looks like. And I love these videos. They're just simple, her showing what she does and can do, and it's nothing's optimal. She's just playing the game, having fun, and playing the games for what they are, and they're just relaxing games if that's what you want them to be. I know there's going to be people who play Stardew and think, oh no, everything has to be organized in a certain way, maximize profit, and all these things, but you don't have to play it that way, even though you can. But that's why I like Stardew. But we're not here to review Stardew. We're here to review Behind the Moons. And she just has, for as much as she doesn't do background so much, for the people who are interested in visual ASMR, she does have some visual aspects. I should also mention she does French and English speaking videos. She was a French creator, but a lot of her videos are in English. The variety here, as far as topics of roleplays, is pretty wide. I think this is numbers-wise, I think this is a very underrated channel. I think Behind the Moons could be a lot bigger than she is. I think the only thing holding her back is probably the backgrounds, just to visually grab people, because otherwise they seem pretty generic on a thumbnail perspective. So, but that's I don't know how YouTube works, but I would imagine that's probably one of the reasons. But the ASMR quality itself is fantastic. She does a lot of things like different kinds of fitting and measuring videos. She's only has those 4 gameplay videos, but they're there. She has game adjacent things also. Like she'll go through the list of Pokemon names. She has some art-based videos, and then there's like basic stuff. But then she's kind of I'd say a big part of her content is kind of slice of life, like updates and just kind of the status of certain things in her life that's not maybe super personal, like very relatable things, like her plant updates, old book collections, like show and tell type videos. And there are also videos, if I didn't say before, in English and in French. And what I mean is that there are some videos that are both English and French, and then there are videos that are in English or French. So she does vary things quite a lot. It's very much so, like I said, old ASMR kind of feel, maybe kind of going and visiting a friend you see, kind of that you go out and catch up every once in a while friend where you'll go meet at like a restaurant or a cafe or something, and you go just hang out with them, talk for a while, maybe, just kind of meet up for whatever, just to catch up. She's very much so welcoming without being overbearing about it. Like this is one of those channels where it's very much so my speed of a personality, where it's you can tell this person is quiet in their personal life and is very relaxed, chilled out, by and large, with just speaking to a person, especially a friend. I don't really see, I don't see a world in which Behind the Moons is a super loud individual in many circumstances, but maybe I'm wrong. That's the impression I get, though, and that's kind of the more important thing on the ASMR side for me. So I feel like I honestly have not said even enough, because the creativity is kind of crazy here. She also does just like some standard ASMR stuff, and she has, outside of that, some learning French videos or just random French words kind of things. A lot of role plays, and I've even seen her do tips on how to improve your videos, or some practical effects, I want to say, on your... I remember seeing one specifically that was like a practical effects on lenses to make it like blurry or like dreamy, I think was the word she used, just to get like some different feels on the videos themselves. So in total, I would say, absolutely go check out Behind the Moons. She does a lot of, just kind of a lot of work, a video. I want to say her upload schedule is about once a week. That's what it seems. So you're always going to get content here, and usually it's about, I'd say it's about two to three videos a month. Usually 2 of more stereotypical ASMR, and then you'll get 1 or 2 more of the creative side, or at least a language change up. So there's always going to be something like slightly different happening, but no matter what happens, it's still going to be a Behind the Moon style video, if that makes sense. It's nothing that changes like dramatically, or she keeps it very consistent without being boring. So I think like looking at the thumbnails, you would think it would be just kind of like the same kind of thing over and over again. But I've been on this channel now for weeks, and it's been nothing but great content, and I can't click away. So it's still a little new, but I don't see that I'm really going anywhere. She's going to be one of my regular go-tos, at least for a while. We'll see what the future brings, but this is Mitch from the future. I also wanted to say I just finished watching her video from about 2 weeks ago, the girl with the Furby obsession, and wow, equally relaxing as it is borderline terrifying. So I would highly recommend that one, or her video game Let's Plays, which I know I mentioned, and all of her popular uploads are good, although they're not my favorites. But one of my favorites is her, and I think this might just be me, but that's not true. Other people are going to like it. The ASMR scalp massage from July 4th of this year. Very good. Very good. Heavily recommend. Go check out Behind the Moons. And tell her CalmCast sent you. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for listening, everyone. And if you would consider liking and subscribing, you'd be doing me a favor. Leave me a comment on what you'd like to see next, or what you'd like in general. Be nice, be well, drink plenty of water. I'll see you around.